this morning with Roughy. Bit of a shock to the players, I imagine.
Oh, somewhat. Unfortunately, he's announced his retirement today. He's been battling a shoulder for some time, and he sort of knew coming into the season that he didn't have much time left on that shoulder that he's got. And he's been consulting a specialist since he played after the Brisbane game, and he got some advice sort of early or later last week that it might be best for him to step away from the game for his well-being in the future.
What sort of role does he play now with the club going forward over the next rest of the season, I guess?
Yeah, Geordie's such a great culture guy. He's amazing around the place. He builds culture and great relationship guy. So we're going to keep him close at hand for multiple roles and put him into different areas to see what he enjoys, but also for life after footy to see what that is for him.
There was no chance of a possible farewell game, just shoulder wasn't playing at all.
No, unfortunately, sort of hurt his finger in between it all, so he's just recovering from that. But then it was just, delaying the inevitable that his shoulder wasn't going to be able to match the rigours of AFL footy.
Timing of it around the mid-season mark, did that come into play at all?
Not for us, but certainly for him. This is the character of the guy he is. He noticed it was an opportunity for, if he did step away at this time, that we could potentially have a pick in the mid-season draft. We already do have one with the possibility with one with Nathan Kruger being on a long-term injury list. So, as I said though, but he's a quality guy that saw an opportunity for someone else potentially.
So do you think you'll go after a key defender in the mid-season draft?
We've got a meeting on Monday. I know we'll talk about what's available and what our needs are. So at this stage, it'd be difficult to comment on that.
Craig, you've had a lot of shared footy memories with Boss here.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to going up against him for the first time this week? Have
Yeah.
you spoken to him at all this
I have. He owes me dinner. I shouted him earlier in the year, and he still owes me one. So, no, I'm rapt to see him doing so well. We've clearly been had a close friendship for a long time, on and off the field, and had some fun. And I'm glad to see him doing well.
Do you have any messages for your old mate Simon Black?
Oh, that was a bit rough. I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. But footy should be fun. It should be, and we had some great memories of a long time ago, 20 years ago. So, we had a lot of fun.
Such an incredible rivalry between the two clubs. Do you use that as any extra motivation this week?
Yeah, we do. I was quickly reminded. I checked my phone after the Fremantle game, and Eddie Maguire texted me, and he said, "Now, well done, but don't forget next week is the important one for us." So, there's a huge history between the two clubs, and we'll be ready to keep that going.
How have you actually addressed that with players?
Yeah, I'll speak to them tomorrow about that. We've been trying to honour our jumper all year, from the past to the present and to the future. So this is just another part of that, and we'll show some footage around what that looks like.
In terms of matchups, we expected Darcy Miller versus Charlie Taylor.
It presents as a really key matchup, doesn't it? I was wrapped with Darcy last week. We had some conversations the last few weeks about his starting positions and how he goes about it. And he's a great leader. He leads from the front, and ideally he plays like he did last week.
Give a bit of an Cox close train, that should be right.
Yeah, they both got through training, and we just got some decisions to make now. What we think is our best 22 to take them on.
So Carlton, I think, at top 3 for disposals, loose ball gets, and contested marks. How do you stop that?
Yeah, well, they got a lot of strengths, particularly around clearance and their uncontested mark game, like you said. We go in with great optimism, like we do every week. We try to manage their strengths and then exploit their weaknesses.
How big of a test is that midfield of theirs? It's obviously one of the best in the comp.
Yeah, it is. Clearly, it looks like they're coached by Michael Voss the way they're playing. They're really contested brand and living on the edge a little bit too, so we have to manage that. It's a threat of theirs, no doubt. Their contested balls and their clearance stuff is a strength that I thought last week we really took a step forward in that part.
I think Mossy spoke yesterday, they're third on the ladder, they're not talking finals, you guys are on the cusp of the 8. I'm assuming that you're also not mentioning the N-word just yet.
Well, I thought finals was clearly on their agenda. It was mentioned when he took over.
Winning over there at Fremantle, how much sort of confidence and belief do you take out of that as a group?
Oh, a lot. Look, we reset ourselves a little bit last week. I've going back in time a bit, but we were disappointed with our effort against the Doggies, and they played really well. But we wanted to reset ourselves and show great effort and spirit like we've shown for most of the season. And we walked away with great belief in the way we go about it, and we're going to need to bring all that this week.
Can that be the turning point in that sense?
Well, I'm not sure if it's a turning point. It was just a revisit and realign who we are as a team and what we want to stand for. So we bring great effort and energy. We've been in most games.